What is up, YouTube? It's super windy, and I'm back in the spot at where I was in the previous video because I caught some decent catfish in here, and it's been a while since I've caught a catfish over about 2 pounds. And caught the snot out of yellow bass in that video. But anyway, the wind is definitely a little bit higher up, so I've got a little bit heavier weights to use on my bait pole. Definitely more night crawlers because I'm just about out. But we're going to try to repeat everything in the previous video. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see some fish, and bigger than the one I caught last time. Alright, we got her baited up. I'm going to go over this rod again real quick. I know I talked about it in yesterday's video, but this is the Ozark Trail. Let's get over here in the light where you can see it a little bit better. I picked this rod up at Walmart. Of course, it's Walmart's brand. This is the Ozark Trail OTX 7-foot medium, I guess medium fast. It honestly feels more like a moderate or medium light. Line rating 6 to 12 pound mono. Lure rating 3/16 to 5/8. And I've also got a Ozark Trail OTX 3000 size spinning reel on it. And you know, the cork on these rods and these handles ain't the highest quality, but they're not bad at all. I mean, this is a good solid feeling reel. The line is also Ozark Trail 10 pound monofilament, which is honestly a really good deal for what they cost. Actually, now that I think about it, the water's gone down a little bit, but 1,600 yards of Ozark Trail mono for $6. Anyway, we're going to hopefully catch some bait pretty quick. And I need to tighten that just a hair. Wait a minute, I thought I just felt a tick. Because if you watched yesterday's video, I was in here and I couldn't set my rod down because of all the yellow bass. Alright, hopefully this one doesn't screw up. But anyway, I've got a yellow bass that I caught for bait. And my freaking camera decided to be a prick. Freeze up. So anyway, y'all can't see it, but there's like a shallow spot, trough, and then another shallow spot. And yesterday when I was up here, I got everything in that little trough, and that seemed to be where the fish were, like in that little bit deeper water, which it doesn't take a lot of water to hide a big fish. There could be a 40-pound fish sitting out there and I don't know it. But since it's windy, I want my lines to be a little bit tighter. So I've just got the reels engaged with the drag just a little bit loose. I was just about to pull my phone out to do a recording for something else, and this middle rod just got hammered. I mean, straight up T-bone, and it's still messing with it. Let's go ahead and is it still on there? Yep, fish on. Net. It ain't real big, but that's besides the point. And it's swimming downstream. I don't need to do that because I don't want it in my other line. Don't tell me it came off. It came off. Dang it. That was a good fish. Well, I felt it pop, so. Dang, that sucked. Alright, hopefully I can get interrupted by a catfish again. But a while back I was asked by some folks if I like to use tight lines or loose lines in different situations. And I do. Like today, windy, but there's no current. I like to use tight line. That way I can reduce the chance of a false bite. Like, you know, the wind grabs your line and, you know, bows your rod a little bit. It kind of looks like you're getting a false bite. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell that, but, you know, wind grabbing your line and pulling it and whatever, false bite. But windy conditions like this, and of course in heavier current, you're going to have tighter line anyway. And those fish, we got a fish on. This one feels good. This looks like a good blue. Look at that rod bow. He's probably gonna get my other line over here, but that's okay. I mean, he doubled this rod. Come on. Oh, he's pulling drag. He knocked that bait way up the line. Strip and drag again. All right, let's try to get him over here where it's a little bit lower. This is a good blue cat, y'all. Get some more of this line in. And my net is just almost not big enough. Ah, he got out of it. Come on. We got it. We got it. This is a good cat. I really don't care about my other rods right now. All right. Whew. All right, I'll be back here in just a second. That's a good fish. I got a straight up toad. Check that out. Big old blue cat on yellow bass. Let's get it weighed. Uh, 28 or 23.12 minus the grippers, so 23.5 pounds. All right, she'll let go. Come on. There we go. That's what I want to see. That right there is what I want to see. Pow. Whew. Dang it, y'all. That is what's up. I'm shaking a little bit. I ain't caught a catfish that big in a good while. Now that is a good trophy class fish in my opinion. And I catch and release all my bigger ones. Which, only thing I ever really keep is crappie and white bass. But that thing had a huge tangle. I've got to completely re-rig that rod and try to catch some more bait, because that one's all washed up and the rest of that piece of cut baits just don't have any blood in it. So yeah, shallow bays like this, like right now, might be 3, 4, 5 feet in spots. But I'm gonna get re-rigged, rebaited, and get her back out there. I ain't entirely sure, but I think we've got one on this one. Fish. This one ain't real big. I don't know. That's another blue cat. Not nearly as big as that other. No, that's a channel cat. And he gutted that one. I'm gonna have to cut that one off, because his mouth is too small for my hands. In this case, when they're hooked that deep, my grippers. When they're hooked that deep, if you can't get your hand in there to cut or get the hook out, just cut the line as far as you can, or close to the hook as you can. And my bait pole's getting hit. So let's just get this one back. Catfish are pretty resilient. That hook will either rust out or fall out. Well, I didn't even know this one was on, but it will be good bait because I need good bait. It's a little bluegill that, like I said, he's barely hooked too. Chill out, home slice. You're gonna be going to bigger and better things here in a minute, so to speak. Where's my vest at? I don't want to slip and cut my hand off. Alright, finally got bait. Like, it's been probably, I don't know, 20-30 minutes since I've actually caught something. But I've been messing with the way I've rigged up my cut bait. Instead of going straight through like that, I've been doing, like I said in the previous video, 618 fishing. He'll rig it up through the side and come out on the same side. Helps keep it from circling back into itself. Now that didn't exactly turn out the way I wanted it to, but it'll work. And I'm not casting very far out, maybe 35 or so yards. I'm remembering to keep my line kind of tight, that way I don't have to worry about false hookups. Let's try to get down here. I should have casted this one out first. All right, now we got both rods back out, and I need to take a picture of that piece so I'll remember it was a bluegill that I caught to add my log book. Yeah, that's why you should check your bait fairly often, because that bluegill I had no idea was even on there. And since I've got cat bait out now, I'm not all that concerned about this rod getting hit again, because cat rods are priority.
Get out on the pine!
Oh shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright. Y'all, I may have a new PB channel cat here. Let's weigh it and probably call it quits. Chill out. 9 pounds even. Take another look. 9 pound channel cat, that's a good cat. Let's get her back. Oh yeah, got another good one. Big old channel cat. Let's weigh it and probably call it quits. Chill out. 9 pounds even. Take another look. 9 pound channel cat, that's a good cat. Let's get her back. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and reel my bait pole in. I'm only gonna give it about 30 minutes. And I'm gonna head out. Fish on this one? I do. He swallowed the dog crap out of it too. It's a little bluegill. Something's tried eating him. He's got a bite mark on him. I ain't going to use him. So these fellas are going to have a time as windy as it is, and they're just using paddles. All right, well, I'm going to call it quits. But I figured to go over my catfish bag here real quick. This is I don't know exactly what the model is, but it's made by King. Plenty of room for the majority of your catfish stuff, like in the main pouch. Got my terminal stuff, grippers, a couple of sinkers, scales, stuff like that. Middle pouch, hooks, sinkers, bails, or a couple extra sinkers and hooks and bails and stuff like that. This pouch, more leader material, lights, bait hooks. Got a place for your pliers. Couple of rod holders on each side. Good little bag. These run about $35. They've got another one that's digital camo. I think runs about $39. Anyway, that's my little catfish bag. I've got a bunch of bags. Like there's my grab and go creek fishing bag, and then my Under Armour Recruit 2 for bass fishing and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.